from Efalayi Street in Ijapo Estate, Akure, the Sunshine State capital. You're welcome to this edition of Political Hangout, Thursday's edition. This is where we talk issues in political arena of the states of Nigeria as a whole. Ayola Fatokun is my name, and today we're looking at something very important. We're talking about governance in Ondo State and also talking about some issues that emanated from the political arena, especially the ruling All Progressives Congress in Ondo State. And joining me on this edition is Prince Olujimi Adekanle. He is a political activist and also the CEO, Savannah Television. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Political Hangout.
Thank you for having me in your studio this morning live. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome once again. Okay, let's begin this way. Let's talk about governance in Ondo State since we returned to democracy.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. Governance since we returned to democracy to date, Adefarati came in.
Of course.
It was a foundation laid for that for this new democracy, 1999, and also when the late Olusegun Agagu came, he operated an inclusive government where everybody is carried along. You know, okay. I mean, everybody is carried along. The local contractors in the state were engaged. You know, the local government chair, the local government section of governance in the state were being funded. That was when we saw culverts, market, drainages being constructed. You know, so our local contractors were engaged. So also when it came straight again to Olusegun Mimiko, if he followed the trend, right? Though it may not be as rosy as Agagu's era, but at least he was overboard. You know what I mean? And it was okay. Not until we have this the third one, I would say, which I called how can I call it now? Well, I don't want to be too abusive or whatever here. But the government was not what we bargained for at all. Because I'm talking about the government of the late Akeredolu. Akeredolu, may his soul continue to rest in peace. Amen. But he never did well at all. Because it was during his period that our contractors in the state, they went moribund. They were not engaged. You understand? There was no contract going out because all the contracts in the state were being controlled by only one family. Right? It may interest you that even supply of tissue paper, supply as low as it, supply of tissue paper is being handled by the family. So you can imagine. So tell me why won't there be hunger in the state? So it was a very bad experience. It was a family-crazy government we had for 6 years before we now have the lucky one now. Governor Lucky Orimisa Ayitatua. And he just barely spent how many days now? I think it's about is it 100 days or
over
something?
100 days now.
Yeah, but during this 100 days period, you can see what he has done. You see, there is a fresh air. There is fresh air everywhere in the state, right? And I can still itemize some of what he has achieved in this short period, right? And in this short period, gratuity were paid. Gratuity. Our fathers, mothers who are retired, you know, they've been paid gratuity. Imagine, within 100 days, he has paid 1.5 billion.
But to some people, that's basic responsibility of government.
It's basic responsibility of government. But how about if he didn't do it? How about those that didn't do it? Look, salary payment, gratuity is normal. But if you don't do it, and somebody just came within 100 days and it opened the valve, you know what I'm saying? To give what is due to the people. Also, between that's 100 days, he has given out loans worth more than 250 million to artisans to encourage them. Do you get what I'm saying? He opened the employment sheet in the state. About 2,000 Ondo State people, both non-indigenous, indigenous mainly, were engaged into our public schools because the governor realized that education is key in any society. It's the future. So he injected in another 2,000 within 100 days, which never happened. Before now, the issue of recruitment, issue of employment is through the back door, where they polarize our civil service with foreigners who are not members of Ondo State. But here we are. This demand has now localized the content of employment, you know, and also he went into the health sector. Understand? Where he went to massive recruitment in the health sector. He realized health is very key. Understand? Because we need doctors, we need nurses. He went in and almost 1,000 personnel have been engaged within 100 days. Within 100 days. Within this 100 days, he paid above 600 million for our brothers and sisters who are writing WAEC to alleviate the burden from the parents. Within 100 days. Within 100 days. Within 100 days, he grant young people, young entrepreneurs, he gave them grants of 30 million. Within 100 days. Within 100 days, he has been able to construct 60 kilometers within 100 days. Within 100 days, he has trained number of young people in skills. Close to 1,000 of them have been trained. Of recent, about just last week here, we went to our farmers. He distributed farming in tissues to augment their farming processes. So, if you see what he has done within 100 days, you agree with me that the masquerade that we dance well, you know that masquerade through his first step, and this is just his first step within 100 days. See what he has done. So imagine if Lucky is there for another 4 years, I think Ondo State will be competing with any other state in Nigeria. Ondo State will be competing with Rivers State and Lagos State. That's just it. That's why some of us are saying, look, let this thing continue. Let it continue. We have been local for the past 6 years. It has been a family business, and here we have a man that is calm, gentle, focused, listening, and he has opened all those areas. Look. I was driving this yesterday night through Ashaye Road to Agbogbo there. I saw his street light. I said, really? Is this Akure? Within 100 days. So ask me, where were these resources before now? The resources were there, but it's because these resources were being snatched away by just only one family and some few cabals. So within 100 days, I am proud of the achievement of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. In fact, he has, I don't know, if he goes with this tempo in the next 2-3 years, I think Ondo State will be an envious state.
All right, before we really continue in the line you told now, I want us to talk about, you are from the Southern Senatorial District of Ondo State, and you've produced crops of politicians, leaders who are currently in positions. How would you rate their performances?
Before now, or just
now? Those that are in positions now, like National Assembly, Senate, and all that, and even all the political leaders that you.
Yeah, all the political leaders. Like we have the senator from the south, who is Senator Jim Ibrahim, CFR. I give it to him. He's a performer. He has really surpassed any senator in Ondo State. Yes, I'm bold to tell you, with all his achievement, that is the truth. I may not be on the same page with him for his governorship drive, but for his senatorial duties, he has really performed. He has placed Ondo South in a world map. You know, it's a force to be reckoned with. Before now, what we always have in the National Assembly from the South, with all due respect, I call them docile senators. But here we have a man that is vocal, a man that the Senate President recognizes anytime on the floor of the House. So I give it to him. For it's the best material for where he is. He's the best. That is where he belongs to be a senator. Of recent, he just where he's in the what's it called, ECOWAS parliamentary or whatever. He's the chairman, so he let him hold that place. He's doing well, so he's just let him continue on with that trend. He's an international man. He should leave first with the local politics here of Ondo State and let him face the international business he's facing. He just came back from Geneva. He's traveling everywhere and he's making us proud. So I think he should just let it that tempo. So on that level, he's a performer. It's very, very, I mean, it's okay. But if you talk about the rest of them, I don't know more about their profile. But what really hold me well about Jimoh Ibrahim was his first step when he got to the National Assembly. Okay. What I've been fighting for years, our bitumen. I visited Venezuela, where they depend mostly on bitumen. I visited Canada. I mean, in fact, I live in Canada, and I've been to Alberta. I've been to where bitumen is being explored, where about more than 30% of the GDP come from that end. And this is a man that went to this National Assembly. The first thing he did was to make sure that a law is enacted to back up the bitumen in the Kale land. Okay. Because all this while they have been deceiving us. If you remember very well, Mimiko came with that bitumen. He deceived everybody. Akenelu came. He brought one truck. He said that exploring bitumen. They came to deceive us, but because they all know that all those things has no legal backing. It's only Jimoh that came and gave it a legal backing for our bitumen when he presented a bill in the National Assembly to back up the exploration of bitumen. But
you raised the germane points in the course of that, the law and all the process at the National Assembly that Ikale people were not carried along.
How?
On one of your posts on your social media, and you raised a vital point where you said Ikale, there is no way they can explore bitumen there without carrying.
Yes. Thank you very much. I saw the post where they say they have allocated allocated bitumen wells, and I laugh. It's not possible. Even I pulled a call across to Jimoh Ibrahim. Senator Jimoh Ibrahim with all due respect, CFR. I pulled across to him and I said, "What is happening?" He said, "I should just calm down. That will not fly. It can't fly. Before you start allocating our own oil, our own bitumen, our own black gold to people outside without carrying us along. It will not fly." So I think this is an avenue to tell the federal government that they should not come and cause unrest in Ondo South. Just the way what is happening in the Niger Delta. We are peaceful people. So if you want to come and explore our bitumen, you want to allocate all our bitumen site to anybody, right? Our bitumen block to any business person, you have to carry us along 100%. Our traditional rulers, the youths in the area, men and children, the aborigine of our area has to be carried along. So when I saw that caption that they have allocated some oil wells, some bitumen and whatever to some certain companies, I think it's coming from the Ministry of Soil Mineral. And I said, this cannot fly. It can never fly. They can never even try it. They won't come to sight. That's what the truth. If they don't carry along our royal fathers and we, the people of Ikale land, that thing is on our land, and we have to be part of the process. If they are going to do anything, even if we are going to start allocating blocks to anybody on that bitumen, we have to be what we call a first refuser. We are the owner of the place. You have to consult us first. If you are saying, okay, for instance, you are having about almost 10 oil wells or 20 bitumen sites or whatever you call it, you should there should be an allocation of some certain part of those blocks to the indigene of those areas. That is what is happening in Saudi Arabia. What is happening in Qatar. families. They will look for family of 10 have this block. Family of this have this block. That is the way to empower the people. But even you just allocate the bitumen block to in Abuja, and you now say the foreigners should come to our own land to start tapping the bitumen, it can never work. It can never work. That's just the truth. Because I'm speaking the mind of the Ikales. It can never work. They are only trying to cause agitation, which I'm not cautioning them. They have to carry everybody along. The process is that the senator has to be consulted. But when I called him, the way he responded is as if he's not even aware of what is going on, which is very wrong. Understand? Every stakeholder in Ikale land must be carried along on the exploration of bitumen.
All right.
Every stakeholder, both young and old, our royal fathers, our political appointees, they must be carried along. Because the time has come now. The oil, in the next 50 years, oil will go into extinction. I hope you know that. And the world we are going to fall back to is bitumen. And the Ikale land happened to be the golden egg of the nation. Because if you know what is contained in that bitumen, you will know that we Ikale, we're supposed to be living like those of our counterparts in
you should be living large.
Yes, in Qatar, in Qatar and Oman, all those stuff. Because they have to start allocating those wells by family, by clan. Let us in Irele, we are bringing 10. We divide it by all families. Okay, but I are bringing this. You don't come just stay in Abuja and allocate and bring them to the side. That will not work.
All right.
It can work. Thank you. It can work.
Thank you so much, my dear listener. In case you are just joining us, you're on to Political Hangout on Glow 99.1 FM. And I'm playing those to Prince Olujimi Adekanle. He is a political activist and the CEO of Savannah Television. Now let's talk about why you are supporting the governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
Thank you very much. The first reason why I'm supporting Lucky is because the way he was treated, the way he was maltreated in the last 6 years.
How do you mean?
Yeah, the way he was maltreated in the last about 4 years now because he came to the government, right? How do I mean? Lucky taught me something. His attitude taught me a lot of things. He taught me humility. He taught me calmness. And he taught me focus. And unfortunately, I don't have most of these qualities I'm talking about because what he accepted from those people, I will not accept it. You see, what Nigeria don't know is that a governor and a deputy that went into a contest together, they are joint tickets. They are joint tickets. There are some things that are statutorily you are entitled to. Example number one of it is the accommodation of the deputy governor. It's his entitlement. It's not a privilege. It's like denying the governor his own accommodation. How can he function? Lucky, up to this moment, I'm telling you, he never tasted staying in the official residence of a deputy governor. He never. Because throughout his tenure as deputy governor, he was denied. He was denied that one alone, because there's other things that is at the discretion of the governor. Maybe to give you, because I call them spare tires. Right? There are spare tires, extra tires, errand boys, what they want to send them. Okay, take this, do this, go and do this. That's what deputy governors are. So let me just tell you the fact. But there are some things that you cannot deny them. Their security, their mobility, their accommodation. You can't deny them that. Their impress. These are statutorily backed by law. And in all these, he's been denied. And that's the first reason. That was the first thing that he jabbed me to. I wasn't his friend. Because I felt he was part of the Akeredolu's dynasty. So I saw anybody from that end. But when I saw when the whole game was playing, I know what is going on. I said, okay, why are they doing that? And to God be the glory today, he didn't even park into the deputy governor's house. He parked into the real house. And you know how God does his own thing. if Lucky had packed into if Lucky had been given that deputy governor's accommodation, I can assure you Lucky would have been impeached today. And I will tell you the reason. Because it's either that they will have locked him up in that house and asked him to write a letter of resignation. But because he was outside the conference of that the government house, whatever, they could not lay hand on him. That was why he was able to navigate himself. So in other ways, it was a blessing in disguise for him. But honestly, it's unfair. And these are all the things I saw that said, look, no, I have to stand by this man. And I saw the calmness, the doggedness in him, the humility in him. When I spoke with him, I said, why not? I'm going to support him. And I also asked myself a question. I used to ask myself a question. And I always ask people that even come to tell me why Lucky a question. I'll ask them, what has he done that you said this ticket should not be given to him? And they could not give me, none of them can give me a concrete answer. What has he done? What they can tell me, let me tell you, some of them who are naive, they said it's not loyal. And I put it to them. Loyalty is earned. Loyalty is earned. If I have a driver today and I want my driver to be loyal to me, it's the way I treat my driver that will make him to be loyal to me. If I'm the type that I'm traveling to Abuja from Akure and we left together from here, I get to Lokoja and he park the car. I come I hop down from the car. I go to the restaurant by the side restaurant there and eat and I get fed up. I take Coke. I get fed up and I start coming with toothpick and I enter the car. I say, okay, yeah, driver, let's go. You think that driver will be loyal to me? He won't be loyal to me. He may not be able to talk. He may not be able to challenge me. But my life is in his hands as he's driving me. So I said loyalty is earned. You don't force loyalty for anybody. So if you say Lucky is not loyal to Aketi, you are very correct. It was the way he was treated at the tail end. How can you be a governor and you be a deputy governor and your house and your official resident that you are entitled to was taken over by the son of the governor? So tell me. So it's just the truth, but people don't want to say the truth.
And how popular do you think your candidate is, talking about experience-wise and talking about track records? How popular do you think the governor is?
Out of all of them that is jolting, who is more? Who has the experience Lucky has? Who among them?
We have people who have been in positions though.
Which positions that? Tell me, mention one.
At some point.
Mention one. No, mention one. And I will tell you. How many of them have been a deputy governor in this state?
Aside being a deputy governor.
How many of them have been a governor in this state? Tell me. You think you have to be a coconut head to rule a state in 100 days? No, that's an experience. Sitting down on that seat alone as a governor for just 1 week is an experience. So they should come and tell me, how many of them have been a deputy governor? How many of them have been a governor? That's experience. He's the most experienced. And moreover, he has no any issue with the party or his party. So tell me the reason why you think you'll be denied. So I always ask them. It's commonsensical. Oh, why Lucky must not be there? Lucky must not give me the ticket. I say, tell me the reason why you said they should not give it to Lucky. Tell me the reason. They don't have any reason. The only reason they have is just they are not happy. But they forgot that who God want to bless, He will bless. Either you are infant, He will bless you. When God blessed David, what happened? He became the king from nowhere. From nowhere. So the earlier the better they realize. Let's come and join force with Lucky. And let's move the state forward. I'm saying it here. Take it or you leave it. Primary is just in few days. No Jupiter will collect a ticket from Lucky. If I don't see the signal, I will not leave Canada and come here.
How do you mean you've seen the signal? Because the party at the national level have said it won't be a kind of maybe give it out just like that. Oh. They have to.
Oh, you want the party to come out and tell you, okay, I'm going to give it to Mr. A? That's not politics. Let me tell you one thing. If the party has maybe the has come out, maybe they came out, maybe they have come out in maybe about 2 months ago. Say, Mr. A, we're going to give you this ticket. You think all those 50 million that are leaking from all the aspirants, will they have it? You think those 16 of them, 16 times 50 million, do you know how much is that? That is huge to the party, to move the party forward. That is politics. You don't want to announce anybody. Even announcing, block is on ground. It's on ground. Before the endorsement of Abuja comes, understand, there must be something on ground. They too, they have their own machinery, they have their own eye here to know who is popular, who is on ground, and who is acceptable, who can win a general election. Tell me what Loki has done. And I will now tell you what he has done, what the lies about the peddling.
But there are issues in the party talking about talking about the APC Aborigine, saying they are supporting Lucky's candidacy, and some other aspirants and their supporters are not comfortable with that. They've even come out to say there is nowhere Aborigine is being mentioned. They are not a stakeholder when we look at the constitution of the APC.
Listen, Aborigine comes out to, come out to amateur. You to go and form your own. APC new entrant, endorse also person. Aborigine have endorsed their own. You to go and form your own group now. That's not big deal about that. That's not big deal. Anybody can endorse anybody. Artisans comes out and endorse their own candidate, their own preferred aspirant. So that's not big deal about it. There's nothing about all that. The Aborigine came together and they felt, okay, let's unite. And you know that National Assembly they have their own caucus where they come together and say they want to adopt somebody. Everybody is free to do that. Like me, the diaspora too will come together and say we're adopting any Lucky. People will say who are we in
So with all this, you think the primaries will just be a smooth sail for the governor like
a very smooth sail. I'm not seeing any, when you see a candidate or an aspirant that pressure is coming on so much, look very well. That is the candidate to beat. Everybody is fighting that one particular candidate. Everybody is coming to fight. I'll give you an example. When Buhari was coming on board, you can see the whole fight from everywhere. GC is fake. Whatever he didn't go to secondary school. He has no experience from khaki to khaki and all this stuff. The pressure was there. Oh, he's sick. He's a sick man. Whatever. That was there. What happened at the end of the day? He became the president. When Tinubu was coming, what happened? All forces, all the aspirants were against him. Oh, Bala Blue, all this and that. Everywhere he said, Baba, they shake. They shake. What happened? Toronto, he was jailed in Florida, whatever, for cocaine. What happened? He became the president. So when you see those aspirants or candidates that people are throwing things on, that are throwing bullets on, they are the ones that are the candidate to watch out for, because the other ones they felt threatened. That's why I see all this issue. I thought you were going to ask me about the certificate. That whether we are lucky or not. I thought maybe you get there anyway. Let's continue.
All right. And I want to ask you let's assume any of the candidates, one person at least will get the party's ticket.
Yeah.
And now it comes to the election time. With the way things are going now and what we are experiencing, do you think APC really have the chance of, getting people's votes?
Please, can I ask you a very humble question? Where is the opposition in the state? Where is the opposition in the state? Where is it? Is it PDP? They're in disarray. More than APC. Of blessed memory, Fatai, the former chairman of PDP. We all know how he left. May he so continue to rest in peace.
Amen.
We all know how he left. The katakata is still there. The trouble is still in the PDP. So where is the opposition? Where is it? When you study the PDP very well, their own problem is times 10. Raise of power 10 more than APC. Is it the Jagede faction you want to talk? Is it the Mimiko faction you want to talk? Is it my friend Agbola Ajayi faction who they talk? Are they united? They're only giving you window dressing. They're not. They're not. Because definitely Degede will want to be to become governor, but because his own governor is not clean his ticket as the president, he knows that there's no way for him. So their own problem is even more than APC. Whenever you see somebody, you see 1 or 2, 3, 4 people gathered, that was the problem. But the quantum of the problem is what matters. But the problem in APC is there's nothing. Aborigine or not aborigine. We are all one family. The issue is about time the ticket on the 21st. You will see that all the aspirants, they will fall straight to Alabaka Government House to go and celebrate with local Aidatiwa.
All right.
And we all go there and pour champagne on 24th. Even you yourself, you are invited.
All right. You said something about the WAEC certificate saga. On Saturday, the chief press secretary to the governor was said to, make some clarifications. And thereafter, we've heard other party members coming out that the date written on the WAEC certificate they kind of did not tally with the year. The governor said he passed out from that. He sat for the examination in Ikosi High School, if I'm right. So what point are you bringing out here?
I just watery. They know where to go to. If you know you are disputing it, you know where to go to. The WAEC is not dead. The WAEC is there. Ikosi School is not demolished. It's there. They wrote a petition. I told you the candidate to beat is always at the receiving end. They wrote a petition. The petition has been trashed by the committee in Abuja. They trashed it because they went through it. They carried out their investigation. They saw that there's nothing in it. They trashed it. So that one is just, please talk about that thing. Forget about the certificate issue. That one is a bygone issue. That is behind us. It's just the same certificate issue they raised about Tinubu. The same they raised about Buhari in those days. So there's no. It's a norms in politics. To start digging into what is not.
People are entitled to know
if you say
everything
issue,
about who wants to govern them.
Thank you. If you say certificate issue, of blessed memory Governor Ruth Makirilolu, SAN, he's an experienced lawyer. He will never field somebody that will give him a problem. He will never field anybody that will go and give him a problem. So, I mean, credential-wise, no, never. And let me tell you, I'm following all events very well. When they wanted to pick Lucky as deputy governor, Mrs. Bumi Ademosun was among those that was asked to do the photocopy and documentation of the governor's credentials. Quote me anywhere. She's a witness. She's here. She saw it. And moreover, if I want to check my certificate now, your certificate in WAEC, it's small. Just go to and buy a scratch card. Scratch it. You get all you get all my information. So I'm just telling you that a man to beat, they always throw out pebbles. They start bullets from everywhere because they are threatened, and they are looking for every avenue to weaken the man of the moment. And it's not possible. But the guy is calm. Because Lucky does not talk doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing. I thought you even asked me about his trip to Abuja. They said he could not see Mr. President. I laugh in my comfort zone in Canada when I heard it. I laugh. I said these people, they are just being naive. That the governor of a state cannot see the president? It's not possible. But it's not the type of governor that will go to see the president and will say, okay, cameraman, snap me. Put it in social media. He doesn't believe in all that. So he's a silent achiever. How I wish Ondo State knows how they describe our governor in Abuja by the hierarchy of the party. They say your governor is calm, cool, and calculated.
Politicians do have this, let me say, this habit of behavior when they are still looking for something. There is nothing you do to them. They will just be looking until they get what they want from people.
But I just told you in the beginning of this program that despite how he was treated as a deputy governor, did you hear anything from him? He was staying in his private residence. I will never do it. I will not take that. If I'm the deputy governor and you deny my house, I will never take it. And I may not even get to where he is today as a governor. Because if I was in his shoes, then I would have fought it out. Maybe the governor would have sent me away through the impeachment, whatever. Then, but he was focused. He was calm. Understand? And with humility. But today, see where we are. It's in record today that Lucky is a governor of Ondo State. Either you like it or not. It's in record forever. His calmness, humility took him there.
All right, I would love to ask you this question because you are from the same area, from the southern senatorial district of the state, and to some people, when any zone is, in this kind of race for governorship seat, they believe if you are from the northern part, you do 8 years, you spend 8 years, the central 8 years, the southern part 8 years. Why would the governor want to spend just 4 years?
Oh, so because of 4 years now, he should jettison his own ambition. And I will continue to say it, and I've said it before.
Because some people from that area are not really even happy because you can't be sworn in more than twice.
Thank you.
Right.
Why would they be happy? I've just rolled out his achievement within 100 days, which surpassed some government of 6 years. Just 100 days. Look, it's not the time you spend. It's the fear of God in you to govern the people that matters. Some 4 years as governor is better than some 16 years, 8 years. So if I want to ask my people, which one do they prefer? Do they prefer a government of 8 years that will come that will not have any impact at all, just like what we have been having before? Or they prefer the 4 years that will have an impact on the people? Which one would they like to choose? 4 years, 8 years, the issue here is development, good governance, good road, employment. These are what I'm looking for. Health of the people, water. It's not. You can spend 8 years and been drinking champagne in a government house for 8 years now. Yes, and some people spend only 2 years there. They water and before you know it, they will just like what he has done within 100 days. It's on the record. It's on record. It's not from the moon. 100 days. You have done all this. Just 100 days. 3 months. So if a man can do this for just 3 months, what do you think he's going to put on ground for 4 years in the state? Tell me. It's just what they are just after is because where is it coming from? Lucky yesterday. It's not part of us now. Where is it coming from? Just took him from anywhere. Where is it coming from? All those old mongers that have been contesting for donkey years. But God just in Israel before God, people were already before Moses. Before God brought out Moses to lead, there are people that are older than him. There are people that are more experienced than him. So also David. David was the youngest, but God brought him to lead. He became a king. So the earlier they accept that, the better. And moreover, the old wagons should be preparing to go and to
how do you mean
old wagons should be preparing.
They are entitled to that position.
They are entitled to let, but they should be preparing to give us chance so we too can breathe. We the young generation can breathe. Enough of them using us as followers. Let us breathe too. Somebody that be contesting for the past 16 years. 16 years. Add 16 years to my age. And I've been following somebody for the past 16 years for one position. Every 4 years. Or 12 years, sorry. Every 4 years. For 12 years. If you are assuming you are 30, you are following the man from that time. By now, you are going to be 42. In the next 4 years, you are going to be 46, you are going to be 50. So you have finished your political career following one certain grade of people. So it's the time. It's now time for them to go and to the back seat and become advisors. Let them say, we expect them. We like them. We like their experience. That experience they want to bring on board. Let them take it to the back seat and start advising us how we can execute it. Because we are no longer in analog. During that time it was analog. Now we have gone into what we call jet age.
All right. Thank you so much. My dear listener, in case you are just tuning in, 99.1 is the dial and the station is Glow FM. We are getting across to you from Ijapo Estate in Akure. And it's Thursday's edition of Political Hangout. With me today as being Prince Jimmy Adekanle, a political activist and CEO, Savannah Television. You can join the conversation now. You have suggestions, questions for us on the program, 0805 551 1110 or 0705 551 1116. Those are the lines to call to join the conversation this morning. Now, I want us to talk about your people in this southern part of the state. Is it not high time you people begin to, ask questions? You have influential people there compared to the number of people in positions that are influential there, looking at them compared to the level of development in the area. Is it not the time now that we should be asking questions from those who are representing us there, judging from what is happening there, talking about, I think the part of the state has been in darkness for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, thank you for that question. That is the political calculation I'm having in my mind. If you have the likes of Senator Barrister Jimoh Ibrahim CFR as a senator representing my area, and we now have Lucky Aiyedatiwa as a governor from that area.
I think we have a caller.
With these two combos, I'm sure Ondo South will become a paradise. I'm sure the issue of no light issue will become a thing of the past, because there will be synergy between the senator representing me, who is an active, very, very, very hyperactive senator, I call him. I mean, I give it to him. Barrister Jimoh Ibrahim CFR. He's an international figure. He's good at international activities. So let him face international activities. So that Lucky can face the local activities.
He's contesting also. He wants to be governor.
It's my brother. I'm just telling him. He has to contest. But where he's good at is international activities. He's anywhere in Geneva, in Canada, anywhere I can find represent us.
We have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Your name and your location, please.
My name is Fayo, calling from Akure.
All right. Benga Fayo, thanks for joining us.
I just want to appreciate your guest this morning.
Okay.
You have spoken very well. But there are certain things that this man has even not teaching. He is from the elders of the area district. There are certain issues. We have a speaking of them now, coming from the southern area district. Can any of them just beat each other? And raise his shoulder that this is my achievement in the southern area district. That is number one. Number two, you have been talking about Jimoh Ibrahim as a businessman, as this and that. Can you point to anything in Akure here, being the seat of the government, or any of the citizens of them, to point to anything that this is what I've done? It is only when election is coming like this that we always see them. They don't have anything to do for the people. Now, there are a few other towns in that area. You've been in darkness for 15 years. Where are they? Nothing speak about that. Secondly, you mentioned about the Aiyedatiwa that has employed 2,000 people. No, that is not correct. Now, I sent my son to the place yesterday, on Monday. They are still applying. They are still taking the form. They have never applied everybody. Now, go back to another one. That's what do you call it? What does the internet revenue? I have in my courses, it's called the highest mass deal. And the people, they do not even pay their exam. And they've already employed all the political counsel that their daughters here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, let him respond to that.
Yeah, thank you very much. For the issue of employment, it's a continuous assessment, right? It's a continuous process, sorry. And the amount that the people I said as employed is true.
I think we have another caller.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and your location.
I'm Sheson from Iwokola.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Thank you very much.
Let's have your comment.
Okay. There are three things I quickly need to talk about.
Okay.
The first is about the endorsement of the Abogi.
Okay.
You see, it is divisive politics for people to say, to claim Aboriginal status within a political party. And I think those who are causing that division are enemies of the party and enemies of the president, because the president is looking at 2027 general election. The other issue is the certificate of the government. There are parties right now that are waiting profit from the David Leon situation in APC. All they want to do is to just come second in this main contest and go to the post. I am not sure that the committee that vetted the certificate of the governor did due diligence. You understand? I'm a member of the APC, and there is considerable trepidation within the party for the election because of the certificate of the governor. You understand? And the other issue is with the people of the south of the state. The first time where governor was spent 8 years, 5 or 6 years under Olusegun Agagu. So we want our own 8 years. You understand? If you add Akeredolu's 6 or 7 years to other parties 4, that will give you 10 or 11. And if you add that is all, we are talking about 15 years. Mimiko was there for 8 years. What we are praying against in Ondo South is because of our abridged terms. You understand? So we do not want a governor who just give us 4 years and go away.
All right.
We want to do something.
Let him respond
Thank
to
you
that.
very much.
Thank you, my brother from Ibadan.
Yeah. Thank you very much, the last speaker. You said you are not comfortable with the clearance of Mr. Governor's certificate. You people are the ones shouting that the certificate has to be scrutinized. And the rest of your committee, you think are you thinking that the committee just sat in a room and just say, okay, we are clearing Mr. Governor? Because they know the implication. But now they have cleared him. Now you are saying on that you don't trust the boy that cleared him. Can you imagine what your statement? You see, I want to make it clear here. When Eyitayo Jegede SCN was going to court to go and sue to go and challenge Akeredolu's victory in court, Eyitayo Jegede and his team, they carried out their own holistic investigation, scrutinizing everything about the certificate of Lucky. If they have seen anything there that is questionable, they will have joined Lucky on that suit. These are senior advocates of Nigeria. Before they go to court, they will make sure they want to peruse all the loopholes, which they find that there's nothing about him. Now, you people are shouting, "Oh, certificate is not original, it's not this." They have now raised the committee to do it. You say no, you don't. You are not satisfied with that. Can you imagine? So then he was talking about Jim Ibrahim. Jim Ibrahim issue. He's a businessman. Anywhere he likes, he take his business to. I'm only speaking as my own senator representing my senatorial district. That so far he has performed and is an international figure and I'm using this medium to beg him to face the international for us, to put our Ondo South, Ikale, in the world map. He's doing that now. He's everywhere representing Nigeria, and when they mention Ibrahim, they must mention Ikale. And we are proud of him. So if we have an international figure, combined with a local figure of Governor Lucky, my God, Ondo South will become an Eldorado.
All right, we have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, can you turn down the volume on your listening device?
Look, I've done that. All right, my name is Femi Timothy.
All right, calling from
I'm calling actually from Ondo, but I'm also from the southern part of this country, of the state.
All right.
Well, let me also inform that I'm not a politician. But my own grouse is that if our people are saying that Lucky is going to spend 4 years, blah, 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 I don't think that is an issue. In the history of Ondo State, since Ondo State was created, only one person, and that is Dr. Segun Miko, has spent 8 years. Other zone does not also have not have the opportunity of spending 8 years. I'm not saying it is not good for us. It is good. But at the same time, look at the caliber of people that is contesting from the southern part of this state. They've contested twice, tried 3 times, and so many times like that one, spending millions of naira to get funds. The same people that they want to come and govern from that same southern part of the state have not seen light, electricity, for more than 10 years. Does not mean that their 30 million, their 50 million could not have solved the problem of electricity in that area for a very long time. Why are they more interested in themselves than the people they want to come and govern? In the days of TB Joshua, he cleared the electricity bill that was causing problem in Akoko, and they got land, they were given light. My own people, our own people there contesting, spending millions of naira every year to contest. They are not, they don't have the interest of the people there. They should go and sit down. I think they should just leave Lucky alone, allow him to go.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Quick one before we...
Yeah, my parting words here is that Ondo State people, I want you to go, to go back, to go on a memory lane. The best governor Ondo State have ever produced. Go and check how many years he spent. I'm talking of Pa Adekunle Ajasin. He didn't spend 8 years, but his footprints are still there till tomorrow. So please, the period you spend to govern doesn't really matter. What matters is your interest to develop your people.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear listener. This is where we will be drawing the curtain on this edition of our Political Hangout on Glow 99.1 FM. It returns same time, same station on Monday. Today I played those to Prince Olujimi Adekanle, also known as Jav. He is a political activist and the CEO, Savannah Television. Thank you for coming on this edition of the program today.
Thank you very much for having me, Glow FM. Thank you very much, Ayola, thank you very much for having me here.
All right. It's a pleasure to have you on the program today. My name is Ayola Fatogun. Thanks for being there. Good morning to you.